They told me the Cox Plate's on this weekend, so I thought I'd better have a look. This is a sneak preview of the new book, Winning is Everything, and included in that is a lot of statistical data relating to barriers. We're looking at the Moonee Valley 2040. So all up, only 212 races at the Cox Plate distance, and no particular advantage at any barrier, but have a look at this. Barriers 1 and 2 have only 18 and 21 wins between them, or 9%. The outside barriers, 16 from 126, or 12.7% strike rate, and a tidy profit. So anyway, let's have a look here. Barriers 9 to 14, 11% of those won out of those 5 barriers. Now look at the profit, 25%. Now okay, it's not going to be a great strike rate because, a little bit better than 1 in 10. But you can see here, look, barriers 1 and 2 have only got a 9% strike rate, 3 and 4 only 11%. In other words, the outside barriers are just as good as the inside. And what's the difference? The difference is the horses that are drawn the outside are all going to be at longer odds. Let's have a look at the field now and see how this might work out. Okie dokie. Here we go. And this is Moonee Valley Race 8, the Cox Plate, on Saturday, the 25th of October. Have a look at this, Swainess. That's currently my top-rated horse. And look where it's running from. Barrier 12. And look at the expected odds, 20 to 1. Royal Descent. Barrier 3, so it's inside, got as much chance as everything. It's listed at around $9. Almalad. Barrier 8. Criterion Barrier 6. Faulkner in the 4. Problem you get in races like this, some of the horses on the inside, that is, the ones between the inside and the outside barriers, actually get squeezed up in that rush to try and get a position in the early parts of the race. Here we've got the cleaner. Have a look where he's in the barrier. Barrier 14. You know what he does? Have a look at this. Moonee Valley, 6 starts, 4 wins, 2 placings. And look at that. He's been running in quality races and he's been giving him a hiding, leading all the way. I think this is a different race though, but yes, we can see how he might lead. Okay, what my hope is that Swainess, which has only been beaten once so far out of 5 starts, and look at that rating, that's an amazing rating. And I noticed in this race we had another horse in this which we thought would win. But Swainess, the rider on Swainess, which is Blake Shin, he was so busy watching the opposition, he didn't notice that Hampton Court was coming down the outside and it went past them. But they ran a very, very fast early sectional. As you can see here, the last 600 was running 37.35, which is a fairly slow time. That means in that race, and look how fast they ran, one of the fastest races of the year, over 2,000 metres so far, they must have run the early sectionals quite hard. Okay, Royal Descent, look at this. Every time I tip it, second, 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 second. And look at that, second by a nostril, Who's Your Man? And it's going to draw the inside barrier today. And have a look at that, races on the post, so shouldn't have too much trouble keeping up. Although she's a 5-year-old mare. And look at that, only 4 wins. 4 wins. Distance 3 starts, but only 1 win. Never started at the Valley, but what I find is that horses that have never started have probably got a better chance than horses that have raced at the Valley before and failed. So, Almalad here, 1 start at the track for 1 win, and look what that was, over 1,600, and raced on the pace, coming from Barrier 8. So, a very interesting race and a very competitive race. But don't be put off by the prices, don't be put off by the wide barriers. It's going to be a risk, but you never know, I might just have something each way on Swainess. Good luck for Saturday.